But I'm saying it just looks like you taller than me. It's because your handicap check give you a boost. You're supposed to do that. Hey, everybody. How are you? It's been a minute, but for those who may or may not know, I was going to grab that. I'm James.
And I'm Optimise.
And this is the Alti and James show. We've had is it a lot? Maybe not. We've experienced some travel the past few weeks. That noise? What is that? Is that? It sounds like something on. Okay, anyway. We've experienced some but it's going to interfere with the recording. You know,
it's not.
I'm a producer.
It's not.
You know?
It got noise cancellation.
Oh, echo cancellation, not noise.
Well, it's not.
But Ultimise and I have, we actually this past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we drove to Indianapolis for the Final Four. And let's just say it was an experience to, for those of you who've had road trips with your spouse, and we've done the 4-hour trip to Atlanta, so it's not like we haven't been in a car. But like 11 hours is different. 12 hours is a little different. But my wife got a chance to go to the Final Four and see all the happenings. Kind of a little bit of what goes on. And I guess I'll lead off with this. Did you have any expectations going into this particular? Like, did you have any expectations of what us coaches do at like the Final Four when we out recruiting? Like, is there like something like it's like a frat party, or like we just a bunch of dudes just hanging out? Like, did you have any preconceived notions?
No. My expectation was in a role of support.
Okay.
So I went in knowing that I was there to support you. Like, I was there because I didn't know what that support would look like.
Yeah.
But that was my intention going in. But no, I didn't have much expectation for it because I didn't know what to expect.
Okay. So when you got there and you seen kind of the goings around, what did you notice? What did you pick up? What did you gain? What insight did you gain from when we touched down on Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning?
So I told everybody that I've spoken to about it. Y'all forgive our dog. She crying because she ain't getting no attention. That I was pleasantly surprised at how, like, when you think of the Final Four, you think of just basketball games and like watching games and stuff, but it's really not that. Like, you guys have clinics, you guys have like speakers, and it kind of felt like if I was to go to Digital Marketing Summit, where they got speakers to help us become better at our craft. Like, it felt like that, and that was dope. Like, I was like, oh, okay, like, this is good. Like, this is real good. So I think that was the biggest takeaway for me. Just, it's not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And in a great way. Like, I was like, oh, okay, so like this is like a kind of like a hub of learning, of improvement, of fine tuning, which I thought was really dope. I thought that was really cool.
And then there's also the other component. Did you notice that component? Like, what you just said was good. Like, it is. Like, a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of organized. The NABC, which is the National Association of Basketball Coaches, they put it on. And not twisted fact, but ironic fact. Did you know that Michelle Obama's brother is over all that?
Oh, no, I didn't
Craig
know.
Robinson, he's
Yeah.
over all of that.
Yeah. That's dope.
Michelle Obama's brother is over.
Yeah.
The NABC. So, so it's put on. But then there's the other side to it. I don't know if you got to notice. It's like the cliques and the big boy-ism, the groupie-ism.
Well,
I don't know if you got to notice any of that stuff.
Well, I'm from the outside.
Okay.
So from the outside, it may not it doesn't necessarily look that way because I don't know who is who. And
Yeah,
who,
okay, I got you.
It just looks like people hanging out with each other who know each other.
Okay.
Like that kind of thing.
Okay, we won't go into that then. I won't dive into that. I'd probably do that with another coach or something like that.
Yeah, because from my
Yeah,
view,
yeah.
it was just people who, like, if I was to go to a digital marketing conference or a PR conference and I run into some people I know that I worked with years ago.
Yeah, but like the big wigs who are who big boy people who I don't want to say big boy, but you know what it means when somebody makes you feel a little you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That happens. You could have met somebody during you could have played somebody during the season, and they see you at the clinic, act like they don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, and I think that
I don't know what that's called.
Different too because it is sport.
Yeah.
So you guys do compete against each other.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of I'm gonna be careful with my words here. It's a lot of immature things that happen that a lot of people may not know. But we won't talk about that. Let's talk about the car ride. So we left at midnight on Thursday.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't much conversation, and you're not really a good car sleeper. Because you struggle with where to put your head.
I don't struggle with
I think you do because
I think that you feel that my head should go a certain place. Therefore, when it's not there, it looks like I'm struggling, but I just fall asleep.
Yeah, no,
and it doesn't matter.
You fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I just fall asleep. It's random.
An hour in, you keep that. That does not feel like you be doing that a lot. The position of your head is not supposed to be I'm driving, right, and you be leaning towards me, and I'm it looks uncomfortable. So if I feel there should be a lean towards the door to where you can have some stability, but your head keeps doing this every 5, and you keep waking up. What's the point of going to sleep?
Well, I think it depends.
So you saying that you're not uncomfortable? That doesn't happen. You're not uncomfortable.
Sometimes I'll wake up and be like, "Oh man, my neck hurt," but other than that, no.
Because you be a
I fall. So I can, and I think you're noticing this about me. You can't quite put your finger on it. I can go to sleep whenever.
What do you mean I can't put my finger on it?
No, to name it. You do name it, but I know this, it's always been this way.
It's not narcolepsy. You just go to sleep. You just go to sleep really
I can go to
easy.
sleep when I'm bored. I go to sleep when I'm hungry. I go to sleep. I can go to sleep is a boredom.
But you be asleep when you be. Don't do that.
It could be a boredom response. It could be an exhaustion response. It could be. Actually, my body's resistance to something. I'll get sleepy. So I can go to sleep whenever. I can literally.
Okay, so the car ride was at night. Then we end up having to stop for gas, and we stopped for gas. I have a question, and this is and this might. I don't want to call this a woman thing, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be aware of or not. But we're driving, right? And I had took a strong 8. I did a strong 8 hours. I said in my head I'm gonna drive from 12 to 8. We're gonna get breakfast. She likes coffee, so I know by the time the sun comes up, we can find a nice little coffee spot for her. We're in no hurry, right? We're in no rush. There was a time change, so we kind of got an hour. I planned that for that, right? So it was her turn to drive, right? And I go to sleep. But I hear her on the phone. She's talking on the phone, right? And this is after we had ate breakfast at this spot. And I wake up to, I look at the odometer, and I wake up to, the gas thing on the red.
It was not.
But listen, hold on. Let me say, I explicitly, and this is what I'm saying, I'll assume some responsibility, because I said, every 100 miles, we should, when it gets to 100, let's just fill up. Be safe, right? Because we're entering into Indiana, and there's not a lot of gas. It's not a lot of exits with gas stations, right? It's a lot of farmland. And so I'm trying to figure, but this has happened before. And I'm not even making jokes. I'm not trying to laugh at you because I've done that enough. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what happens when you get behind the wheel does your eyes go to how much gas? I'm just trying to figure out like what does your radar pick up? Like do you pick up on the movements of the wheels, or is it just I'm just getting in the drive?
No, it's all of the above. It's all of the above.
So how can you not recognize that
You're assuming I didn't recognize that. I did.
No, but recognizing it means you pulled over to stop, or you
recognizing and doing something about it are actually two different things.
No, it's how. If you realize we're running out of gas.
The gas mileage was at 82. So it was at 82 miles. And that's when I said, okay, we need some gas.
But the light came on. The light, the thing said low fuel. Like the car warns you. Right, because you don't know this vehicle. It's a renter vehicle. You don't know how long you have in that tank, really. Because fumes could mislead you. That's what I'm asking. So I'm trying to say, is there anything in you as a detection that says exit 179? Okay, they have Circle K, Love, like BP, Marathon. Like, is there anything that says like that next exit is the exit I'm going, or baby, wake up, we need to get gas? Is there anything that does that?
Again, we were at 82 miles. So we were at 82.
I get it.
20 under his 100 when the indicator came on. And I was like, okay, we'll stop and get gas. So I did acknowledge it. I think so.
What do you mean you did acknowledge it? We didn't stop immediately. It was not no immediacy.
There wasn't.
You was like driving.
He wants what he wants in my life is like if something is off. Oh, y'all, that ain't me.
Yes, when it comes to gas in another state,
not me.
180 miles away from home.
I am trained when all hell is breaking loose behind me, on the front face, like I'm cool. Even if I turn around and I'm like, I'm going to turn back to you and I'll be like, I'm trained to do that.
But are you trained to recognize that I am the person that will have to walk, exert the physical energy to do A, B, and C?
Miles.
But you have no clue about anything in Indiana about how far the exits are but where gas is. You ain't looked up nothing.
I'm pretty sure there's a gas station.
I'm pretty sure.
I am pretty sure by the time we get to like, I don't know, 40, we would have passed.
But how do you know we will make it? You don't know we'll make it to 40. You don't have a clue we'll make it to 40. You don't know what that tank is. Even though it's a 26.
I think this is
You don't know the accuracy of the tank. You don't know how accurate that number is because you haven't driven. When was the last time?
This is crazy. Like,
how?
This is
because you drive to the edge of you could at any point in time, even in your car, you could at any point in time run out of gas, which you'll find. Okay, so let me tell you, I've been in cars where I've learned my tank. There's a such thing as learning your tank.
In the last 40 years of my life, let's do 25.
You haven't been driving.
Let's do 25. I've never ran out of gas.
Did you get your license at 15 or 16?
15.
Okay, so you're how old now?
40.
So count that. What's 40 minus 15?
I've never ran out of gas.
You've always lived, but you know this area.
That's not. So he's about to say, but you've always lived close. No. I used to drive everywhere until like 26, 27. Then I started flying. So like. No, I've never ran out of gas. Like never has I've never felt, you know how like people would say like right before the gas, like right before the car run out.
What is this? Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay, right before the car run out of gas, you kind of feel like a tug, like I never had that happen to me. So I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
But I also understand that we would have, before we have ever gotten there, we would have gotten gas. And so look, y'all, he wakes up, right? He wakes up from being asleep.
Yes.
And he looks at the Ultimates.
I did not do that this time. I didn't do that this time.
Ultimates. And then, you see in your face, just
But that's not no because I
no
wake
gas.
up. But I wake up to I was not doing the computer. I'm on my phone. But you're on the steering wheel like this. On the phone,
It's
you're
'cause
like
I'm
this.
short.
If this is the windshield, you're on
I'm
the steering
not.
wheel just like this, looking crazy. I wake up.
I was chilling.
You was not chilling. You
I
were like
was
this.
chilling.
Anywho, here's my point.
I was chilling.
We were. There was a time constraint because I was trying to get to the first opening of the clinics. And
I thought
also,
you said we were chilling. I
we were chilling because
there was no
because of my driving. I had cut some time, so I knew what the time was. Because of how I drove, the speed and at which I got through, and what threw me off was in North Carolina there was the one lane that threw me off. But as far as the planning of the trip, I was like 45 minutes ahead of schedule.
I know that.
So therefore, I had made room for every 100 miles for the gas to be refilled. So that's why I say I'll assume some responsibility because my job was to exchange whenever there was enough gas to where I wouldn't be sleeping the whole time.
When we left the place where we had breakfast, the tank was at 146.
I understand that, and that's why I said I'll assume responsibility
I know
for that.
I looked at it.
But I also said at 100 miles. I told you at breakfast at 100 miles, let's get gas. You drove through the barrier.
For that. I don't remember that.
You drove through the barrier. You drove through the barrier. Then I wake up and you like, we need gas. So not only did that interrupt my rest, so that way I could continue on the journey.
That doesn't make any sense. You literally just said, when would you think like, babe, we gotta get gas? That would have interrupted your sleep anyway.
Yes, but that would, as opposed to me waking up and seeing that the light is on and the thing ding, 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 telling you that it's only low fuel. It says low fuel. No, don't look at it. You can't go by that. The car's telling you there's low fuel. I am pulling fumes from the fuel pump.
No, that's not.
I'm pulling fumes from the fuel pump. And this thing is going to go down at any moment. And we could be 30 miles from a gas station. I will then have to walk and or hitchhike a ride because I have small thumbs. So I probably will have to walk with you sitting by the car, which then puts me at a bad spot because you by yourself. And who knows what you do when you by yourself. You would not have walked with me.
I would have walked with you. Who's the walker?
What's the point? I'm the walker. I get way more steps than you would a day. Anyway, that is not the conversation. So that was us getting to Indianapolis, which we did get there in time. We just hung out.
We got there super early.
No, we didn't get there super early because we went to the room. We went to the room to decompress from the journey, and then we went to the convention center.
Okay.
So that's my only thing. Okay, so now we got there. We went to the clinics. She had some work to do, so she was outside. You did get a chance to go to one of the rooms. Mm-hmm. Talk to the people a little bit about that room and kind of what you was thinking as he was speaking. Just what you thought of, Jason.
Jason is great.
Jason Wells.
AJ
with a Y.
Hopefully. We work together.
Oh, I'll send this to him. And Jason, go ahead and shout out my baby. She's good at what she does.
So he was great. Again, because
I'll be serious because I was joking during it, but the serious part of it.
What?
Because I was joking about you not paying attention. I'm saying the serious part.
But I will say again, like that environment. Yeah. I didn't realize that the Final Four environment was like that. That environment I am completely used to.
Oh, okay.
So it's the summits, it's the National Association of Broadcasters, it's the PR professional 3-day workshops. Like I'm used to that. So it felt very familiar.
Yeah. But I mean,
his presentation was really cool.
Right. But I'm saying that kind of content for like coaches because a lot of people just think basketball, right? But like you said, you got there and you seen that it was exposed you to a much more well-rounded view of the coach. These literally professional coaches, a lot of the guys there. That room in particular is the reason why I wanted you to go because of just the topic of what Jason was talking about.
Yeah, and he was really great. He was really great, and I think it was more so. I I personally feel now that I'm more involved with a coach
Yeah.
and seeing coaches engage with players and stuff, it makes sense that you guys focus on um, character building, integrity, personal growth and development, because all those things have to transfer to the players
Yeah.
so that they could be great at what they do.
Especially nowadays.
So it makes sense to me. Like, it's not off. It doesn't seem like, oh, wow. What I will say, though, is Nation of Coaches, they...
Wait, I ain't got there yet.
Oh.
You're moving too fast. See, I'm trying to...
Okay.
Slow down. You train. Talk about Jason's room.
Jason's room was great.
We ain't got there yet.
His room was great.
All right. So on Friday. So that was Thursday. That was Friday?
Yeah.
That was Friday.
Yeah.
Also on Friday, the Nation of Coaches, or was that Thursday night?
That was Thursday night.
Thursday night. So part of the reason why I wanted to get there in no time is because I actually signed my wife up for the women of Nations of Coaches. Normally there aren't a lot. There's not a lot of women like just walk like women coaches because the women have their Final Four. So the women coaches are like either another part of the country doing the same thing just for women's basketball, men's and women coaches. So there aren't a lot of men's basketball coaches, but there are some that are floating around. The Nation of Coaches is a faith-based organization that's very similar to Athletes in Action and also very similar to FCA. But their focus is college basketball coaches. Like their focus, FCA does all sports, high school. Nation of Coaches does nothing but college basketball coaches. And so there's a contingent of wives that are phenomenal. They've been in the game for a long time. We have, wives have been coaches for 40 years, 30 years. It goes on down. You have my wife who's been, involved with me since 2023. A coach's wife since 2025. But Coach Jason since 2023. And they had my wife can tell you what it is, but I signed her up for it because she wasn't going to sign up. She would have just been hanging out around me. But I seen it on the website, and I signed her up. And I dropped her off. I did. I dropped you off.
He did.
I walked her
it was like you know how you take your kids to daycare, and you be like, do they need anything? Do you need this? Now make sure you behave. Like, he did that, and one of the ladies busted out laughing. It was cute.
I love my wife. She was hanging out with me. And I had went off to another event, but that got boring, so I was waiting for her outside. So talk to me about your experience with the Nation of Coaches, the wives, which you've had experience before because you actually was in Indianapolis in September for the women's retreat.
Yeah.
So I
already have a relationship with them.
That's what I was trying to say, Smarty Pants. So talk about this event, though, because this is your first Final Four. You ain't been in no Final Four.
So through the Nation of Coaches, they recognized a need like 20-something years ago, where all the coaches get together. They get the development they need. They get the growth they need. They travel a whole lot throughout the year, whether it's in season and it's the games, out of season it's recruitment. And then you have this person who is your support team in your home, who's managing your home, your kids. If you need the person to cook for the team, they do that, and you don't ever see them. And more than likely, she's home by herself, isolated. She's doing this by herself. So they realized that there was a need for the wives. They wanted to recognize the wives that are behind and beside the coaches, helping to nurture the players while they are being developed by the coaches. So they had a panel of veteran coaches' wives, two of which, one was married for 10 years, or in the coaching realm for 10 years, the other was 25, and then they had two retired. So their husbands had retired from coaching. And it was awesome. They talked about the weight that women carry, and oftentimes we carry it in silence. We don't say anything. So they talked about like what weight we should carry versus what weight we should let go of while we're on the journey. And then the weight that we should carry, which of that weight, which one should we carry? Like, it's a privilege, it's an honor to carry that weight. So the sacrifice is worth it. So it was great, and it was awesome to see since the retreat, the marriage retreat, and then the women's retreat. I've developed really close relationships with quite a few of the women. They have checked on me. They have called me. I was hoping to see Tamika. Hey, girl, I know you're going to watch this. And she wasn't there. I didn't get to, if you were there, I didn't run into you. So it was good to see everybody. Yeah, they've done a beautiful job in nurturing the wives.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it looked like before, but I can only imagine, you know. I think what saves me and us is that I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So when you're gone, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not like
waiting on me to come on.
I'm always waiting for you to come on. But like, I'm not like
waiting for me to come on.
No, I have like, life is full. So when he's traveling, most likely I'm traveling too.
Right.
Like, we're both we're actually trying to figure out what's up with Izzy. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going. But it's not always like that. So I thought it's such a beautiful community that they've cultivated among the ladies, where it is just it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And if I'm honest,
well, no, a lot of the people. Not lots of them.
If I'm honest about my initial thoughts,
yes,
I didn't, and this was before the marriage retreat.
Sure.
I didn't understand why it was necessary. I didn't understand why it was necessary because that's not the life that I've had. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I'm typically the one traveling and things. So I didn't understand the importance, the significance of like, hey, coaches' wives, let's come together. I was just like, why? Like, what are we gonna do? You know, like, I didn't understand the importance of it. Now,
so you say you do now?
Yeah, because it's true. Like, a lot of these ladies, they literally give. They give and give and give and
it's
give.
It's not about you.
And nobody, you know, the husband is out. They just going. And the wife is the one kind of catching everything as he's going, catching everything. And it's a
lot of times because he's the main breadwinner. Usually, especially at the P5 level, they make, you know, the great salaries to be able to. Well, the wife can be at home to kind of do that, not feel the pressure,
but then
so there's that dynamic.
The wives, they be working.
No. I'm saying traditionally, Power 5 is a higher pay scale. So those wives can, you know, you kind of, especially if your husband's the head coach, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting the bulk of the big salary, so you can kind of maneuver. And now it's, you know, women are empowered to do a little bit more than just cook, clean, take care of the house, pick up the kids, and wait for the husband to come home.
And the gap was in the presence, because that was actually something that one of the retired wives. You
mean the presence for the husband?
Yep.
Yeah.
The retired wives said to the wife, said to us. She said, focus on their presence and not their absence. So she was like, when they're absent, like, you do what you need to do, but when they're there, focus on that. Like, keep tabs on, like, you know, keep the tallies of the presence, not the absence, because a lot of the women, not only are they mothering their own children, they become mothers of the kids.
Yeah.
And then the kids are, you know, they become connected to the kids, and then, oh shoot, you gotta move again, and then they barely able to make friends because they done moved 8 times in the last 5 years. Like, it's...
But if you have an organizational body
Yes.
of people who understand the moves and all the other
Yes.
things, yeah.
So it's a beautiful...
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I thought this was my first Final Four where the presence of national coaches in my life was important.
Were they
So,
always there? Like, if you...
I mean, they've been there probably.
Yeah.
20 years they've been there, but I wasn't focused on.
Like, you weren't as involved.
No, because at the time I'm trying to find, I'm trying to snuggle or get next to the next guy who could possibly get me. I was doing that race.
The
you know what I'm saying? Now I don't even consider that networking. That's like just trying to find the next person to latch on to in that regards. But we're just trying to find my way to find my identity. So yeah, that's pretty dope. So that was Thursday. Then Friday and Saturday. Saturday we ended up going to Hinkle Fieldhouse. My baby doesn't. She's not a basketball person, so like she doesn't know like the history of Hinkle Fieldhouse, the movie Hoosiers. Like she didn't know. She was just it's an old arena. It's this new arena, whatever. So that was pretty cool. So that was pretty cool to be able to see Hinkle. Cross that off my list. I wanted to see Hinkle since Butler would run. Probably before then. I was following Butler as Coach Stevens was getting that thing rolling. And then we came back home. This is the part I wanted to get to because I was a little disappointed about home. I just spent all this amazing time away. I'm flirting with her. I'm out with my guys. Like I really enjoyed my wife being with me. And then Monday morning, she just up and we're just like back to the real. I'm gone. Like I was like, Dad, like I just spent all this time with you.
What are we supposed to do?
But normally it's like the dude who's like, yo, I gotta go back to work, and I felt some type of way because she was just like, I'm gone, and then it was like she was gone all day long, and then it was like, no, I miss you text. I'm like, yo, I've been with this knucklehead for like 87 hours. She just came back home and was just like, deuces. Like I felt kind of used a little bit there in this situation. So I had to navigate Monday. Luckily my son is here, so me and Deuce hung out for spring break. Me and him hung out on Monday. But like my best friend just and it was like it wasn't no I miss you. Like man, we just spent all this time together. We 24 hours in the car.
I was working, but I thought about him.
I was working. Yo, this is like some cruel stuff. I felt a little crushed a little bit. Like it was just like, oh, that was a great weekend. It felt like in the single days went back in that time. Like she just went back to like life as usual. It wasn't like no lingering in bed. I missed our time. We've been, it was cool, but you deal with it, I guess.
Oh my God.
As a man, you gotta deal with that.
First of all, typically this is the guy that's like that. Typically it's the guy. And so I have some very aggressive goals.
I know.
That I'm trying to reach.
I know.
So I had to focus on my goals. I had to focus on my goals.
You ain't paused for a moment. Like it was like no hesitation. It was like I'm out. Bing, boom, boom, bang.
No, you were asleep. I did linger.
It was a cuddle. It could have been a back. It could have been like just a couple more minutes of the weekend that we had spent. The 4 days that we had spent together.
We can recreate that feeling and the experience throughout the week, throughout our times
There's
together.
Nothing like I felt Monday. I don't want those times because it's just once they over, they're done. It's like
no, they're not. You
I'm
can
going
create
back.
them. We can create them with a very creative date night at home. Like we can.
And it was like set up the week prior. We had drove to Jacksonville, had the out of state date, like all that stuff. Like I've been cooking since the season been over. Like, and then to have that experience at the Final Four, and then blah. Like, it's just like, oh well.
I had to. First of all, so I have a accountability call every morning at 6. Yeah. I laid back down, but you were asleep. You were asleep, so.
But
then
you knew you was getting up to get to the business. Like you could have. But anywho, I got over that. My son's here, so Deuce is here. I'm fine. I wanted to bring it to the people to tell them how I felt.
You did not.
It's all good, man. I'm over it now, man.
You can't get over it.
Won't be going out of town with you for it.
Whatever. that actually
I'll
goes
just do
back
solo
to
trips so I
what
don't
the
have that
retired-
emotional attachment.
What the retired coach's wife said, where you said focus on the presence and not the absence. That, baby, that's it.
It's fine. Recruiting coming up. May, June, I'll find something. I got some camps or
No,
something I can go
and
to.
you got 2 whole businesses.
I have 2. For
3.
real?
And 4.
Yeah, but I work from home. Like, you just gone all day. You gone all day. I gotta make sure I'm close to home to prepare. I gotta pick up easy. Like, I just feel like you spend all this time work.
What?
I just feel like you don't have no time for me. Like, you a workaholic. All you care about is work. Yeah, that's what I feel like. All you care about is work.
Are you playing?
Yes, I'm playing, but it is serious. I have to make sure Izzy gets home. Homework is done. I'm cooking every night.
Which is very good. I appreciate it.
I have to thought of
so
those out.
good. That food was
I have to come to you to get like updates for today because you don't even. I have to confront you about what's going on to feel some type of a part of your life.
What?
You just come home and you just go to sleep. You go to your little thing, you put the little massage on, you go to sleep. It's like no communication.
That's not true. I be trying to talk to you.
You
I be trying to talk to you.
Well, listen, guys. Your relationship will stand the test of time if you have a wife. Isn't always about aggressive goals.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, but no, support.
Oh
Support. I am this episode we wanted to share with you guys our Final Four experience. My wife going, she was a good trooper. She had her moments. With the umbrella, that was a bit funny. The umbrella, she didn't want to walk around with an umbrella, and then she didn't bring a laptop bag, and then she had to use my. She's funny. She's funny. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff
like,
when you bring on like somebody who isn't prepared to like walk around and maneuver and move, and then if you like, hey, I gotta go. She got to gather 800 different things. She got to get her. It's like, it's not a, like, hey, this thing is starting. I want to get there, to get a good seat. And she's like, hey, wait, I got to grab this. I got to grab all. It's just like, yo, just sit right here in this little cubicle out. It's just 45 minutes. I'll be back. You just sit right here. So, yeah, it's fun. Your wife supporting you is a big deal. It is in the Bible about, Proverbs 18. Proverbs. The book of Proverbs is all Proverbs 18. I want to read this scripture. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. That's Proverbs 18:22. And the good thing that I have is my wife actually came into a world that I'm in, a world that I don't know what my future holds in this world, but she came in and she got a chance to see some things. I was so glad for her to be around the women for that time period, and we actually met a couple, the Stiffs, Brian Stiff, for those of you who know ACC basketball, University of Virginia, great. Brian Stiff, former NBA player, him and his wife. He was outside waiting for his wife, who was inside the event that my wife was. So there was like these husbands, the husband's waiting zone. They was like, texting, we're getting ready to come out. And it was like an hour after the event was supposed to end. We're all out there waiting. And we seen him the next day. And, him and his wife were leaving one of the sessions. And come to find out, man, they met in 8th grade, and they've been together since 9th grade. It was at 30-something years, 31 years, man. The beauty of my wife and I, and one of the things that she didn't say, the reason why I'm so glad she connected is because we get the opportunity to see couples who have been together through the ups and downs for double-digit years, 30s, 40s, in this business. In a business where the divorce rate is high, in a business where, it's very competitive people kind of do things in a not so healthy or wholesome way. It is nice to be a part of a group, especially with the Nation of Coaches, to where you got people who aren't perfect, but from a couple standpoint, they show up. You know what I'm saying? They show up for each other. They show up with each other. And so we look forward to going to the marriage retreat again. I look forward to my wife going to another retreat. She does the Bible study with them. But we have what I consider to be great couple goals. When you got couples that have been married for like 44, 50 years, like, could you imagine being with somebody that long through the ups and downs? But to do that, you got to find a good thing. And I think that's to get to that longevity.
And I want to add that a lot of the couples, almost all, I would say all of them that I've met, they have been married for a long time and they still really like each other.
Yeah.
They really, really like each other. Like, they're like smitten on each other, which is so cute. So cute. But yeah, that was really great.
Yeah, that's good. Unless you got a wife who's just done with you, like the praying mantis, just spend time with you and be ready to go. I mean, it's
actually, and it's so funny because that is typically the wife's situation, which is why they were saying in the session for the wives, they was like, focus on your spouse's presence, not their absence.
I actually like my wife, like I do.
Sometimes he be acting like
every day, bro. Like, there's people. I don't like people all the time, but I love you and I like you. Majority, 98% of the time. There is a 2% where you are goofy and annoying. Like, it is what it is.
It's more than 2.
It's like 2%.
It's more than 2.
But I love you. I love you. But people who watch videos say you act like you don't like me.
Oh yeah,
so that's
this guy. Listen, one of the coaches, he met me in person, and he says, "Oh, you smile a lot."
But she be looking mean, mug
and then he was
on
like,
the thing.
On the calls, he was like, he said, "You look like James did something horrible."
Yeah.
Like, you just, and I'm like, really?
That's how
like,
she be looking.
No.
I be smiling and engaging with the camera to let the people know this is a friendly environment. And to that person who said I'm scary, I'm not really that scary. But anywho, see, it's stuff like that. That's the misconception. Anyway, we love you. We hope that you guys get some good out of this stuff that we're doing. We haven't done a video in a while. Never mind. But
no, it ain't
I appreciate. I didn't see a hit dog a holler. I didn't say nothing. I could have
been
been like the lack of the internet. I could have been like the internet hasn't been.
No,
as good.
You literally under your breath.
I did not say that.
You did.
But anyway,
you did. So I was just calling that out.
We are striving to every day get through the ups and downs of life, the challenges. And if you don't hear from my wife for the next week or two, it's because she got an aggressive goal. So we all will miss her. I'll do my best to hold down the house. You know what I'm saying? And I work from my little garage space, which I just work in the garage. So
that's his choice.
That is what.
This is a co-working space. This is a his and her office. This is an
aggressive goal space. I don't have those aggressive goals.
Yes. Oh my God.
Anyway, we love you, guys. I hope you find your good thing. Do you have a message to the ladies because they want to be found? No, they don't. Okay, so we hope Jesus finds you. We hope you date Jesus.
No.
Don't y'all date Jesus?
No, don't do that.
Okay,
don't
go ahead.
do that.
We gotta end this. It's at 40. People don't like the long form videos.
Don't do that.
I gotta pull the clips from this.
Eve was created for Adam.
Oh my gosh,
it's not the other way around. She did. So let's not do that.
Anywho,
for the ladies, I would just say. Sorry. I would just say that
finish.
I would say something that I okay, this is not about the Final Four, but it was about a video I watched coming home. And it was Lecrae and his wife. So they recently did a video, they did a podcast together. She has been behind the scenes for a long, long time, and he finally convinced her to come out of like behind the scenes and like share their journey or whatever. And I realized that like he asked her, because at one point he encouraged her to move to the hood. They definitely did, and like the whole time she was like chilling, like she wasn't complaining or anything. And he was like, how did you feel? Like I had you in the middle of the hood. How did you feel? And she was like, I was good with it. She was like, because I trust that God has spoken to you about where you said we were supposed to go. So if that's where God told you to take us, okay. Like I was chilling, and I was like, wow. I was like, there was a bit of conviction, but then there was also clarity, because they had known each other since college. They had known each other, very similar to the coach and his wife that we were just talking about. They've known each other since they were kids. It is a different experience when you build with someone early in their life. It's a different experience.
Baby, that's a whole...
There's a different... Listen, there's a different level of... Hold on, let me...
We can do another
There's
video.
a different level. But... and I was like, I wonder, right? Like, because if you experience trusting someone at that capacity and being let down, that level of trust, you're going to be like, So I think it's important for women to first identify what phase in your life.
Let's do the next video. We can,
and then look, like he won't even let me finish.
No, just hold that. We can go to. You can do this video. Just, baby, that's a lot of topics in one thing. The AI can't extrapolate all that. Just no. I'm not telling you no. I'm just saying hold it for the next video. You can talk. I'll hit stop and then you can go again. ISO on you.
I'm done.
Are you?